cheated. My story was that um, I had a long time relationship with this guy. We were involved for about 7 or 8 years, and he had no children. I had two. He took my kids in, and I came with emotional issues and trust issues, a lot of things that us as women have. He accepted everything. He never made me feel uncomfortable about my trust issues, even with having a male in my house, because it was a house of all girls, me and my two children. He never made me feel uncomfortable. He would announce himself, like he'll say, girls, I'm home, or, he'll tell me, he'll announce himself when he came in to make sure that we were dressed, or just to know that it was a male in the house would make me feel really good. I do believe that we were in love with each other. Well, one year, he decided to get an apartment, and I had wanted to move with him because it was in a suburban area. So I was like, okay, well, I can move from where I'm at and we can move together. Well, he decided to say that he wanted to be, live by himself for a little while. For me, I didn't understand that. Because I'm like, it just took me out my comfort zone. If he was moving, I was wondering why we couldn't move together. Because for me, we were a couple, we were an item. I didn't understand why we couldn't move forward together if we were supposed to be together. Anyway, I wind up meeting someone else during that time. I went out to club one night and I met this guy. He wound up treating me really, really nice. So I decided to date that guy. Um, I wind up losing the guy that I had forever. I never had to worry about this guy cheating on me. He had a good job. I never had to worry about things not getting paid, us not being able to foot the bill together. But it threw me off when he wanted to, live on his own for a little while. And it just threw me off. I'm not saying that was a good reason, but I'm letting you know that sometimes, we're not used to change, you know, and when we see the other person going in one direction and, we don't, we are allowed to go along with them, as women, we, sometimes we mess up. So this is what I'm here to admit. And I messed up. I don't regret it, because to me, I have got cheated on. I have dealt with the opposite sex cheating on me, and it hurted, and I have forgave them. So it's not that I regret it or anything like that, but I just wanted to admit that women do fuck up. Period. We fuck up too, but men are not as forgiving as we are. And that's where I think I got the two mixed up.
Okay.
You have any questions for me?
Yeah. When you say mess up, explain what that means, so the people on YouTube can understand what it is, what they mean by it. When you say, are you saying that you women do cheat, or are you just saying that you just messed up on your own part?
Yeah, I'm not a cheater. I really don't. consider myself as a cheater, but I have cheated.
Right.
I'm saying that it's right or wrong. That's the way we think. Once I get uncomfortable, just like I said, that changed for him saying, I just want to live on my own for a little while. And I'm like, hold up, wait, we've been doing this, and now all of a sudden you want to get your own spot and you want to do this on your own. So for me, it was change, and I felt as though it was change without me. So that's what threw me off.
Right.
We were at the point then when I was saying, you know what, to me, I thought that he didn't want to be with me anymore.
Right.
You know, I didn't take it like
Wow.
he just needed to be on his own.
Right.
Everybody needs to be on their own. I didn't take it like that. For me, I took it like he's, he want to go on with his life.
Okay.
Maybe I took it like I might have had too much baggage.
Right.
I had my two girls, even though I know he was in love with me, I was in love with him.
Right.
It was never another girl involved, but for some reason, just him wanting to be on his own, it bothered me.
Right.
It bothered me, that change. It bothered me. Why didn't he want to take me? I had all these thoughts. So in my mind, it was like, shit, if he don't want to be with me,
Insecurity.
right. It could, to me, yes, I could admit that. It definitely was a form of insecurity.
Okay.
Definitely a form of insecurity, which gets better with growth.
Right.
You know, definitely insecurity.
And you were young when that happened?
Yeah, I was a lot younger. We looking at over 15 years ago.
Oh.
So, that was over 15 years ago, but it's funny how karma comes right back around.
Comes right back around. Right.
Because after I dealt with him, the guy that I decided to date on him with wound up having his own personal issues. Again, he treated me nice, so, the material things were there. Him taking me places, and I felt safe with him, but he has own issues that I definitely wasn't going to deal with. So it wound up being worse, way worse than, him just needing space. He wound up being with somebody that I could not be with. I couldn't see myself being with. So that was the karma from, being that insecure person, wherever you guys, I really don't even call it insecure because for me, I think I'm always going to be protective
Right.
over mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's with my kids, with my man, with my children. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it unless you just like a whole stalker,
Right.
you acting crazy, you're not letting him do certain things. That wasn't the case. He can go anywhere he wanted to go. That wasn't the type of relationship we had. But that specific thing of him wanting his own space at his own apartment, it kind of threw me for a loop. I didn't know where it would lead.
Right.
I didn't know where it would lead, and I wasn't ready for that type of change. But I told him thousands of times, like, what are you doing? Like, are you sure you want to do this? And then there was other people, couples around us. They were living together.
Right.
They was moving together. So I started to think that he didn't see me in that light. So, I talked to him about it.
Right.
He act like he wanted to do what he wanted to do. So for me, I just was like,
He made for it, right?
right, I gotta let him live.
Right.
To me, an insecure woman wouldn't have let him live.
Right.
But now I'm like,
Wow.
he was definitely a
So-
good man.
So have you seen him since then?
I seen him. I seen him since then. We were actually out to eat, and he had popped up on me and my cousins. And And he came and he was like, oh, how you doing? I seen online, we had posted that we were going out to eat, so he came to the restaurant where we was at, and he looked nice and he smelled it good and stuff. And we was having a conversation, and and it's funny because one of my other girlfriends was like getting smart with him and stuff like that, and I was like, hold up, no, not that one. But and I pretty much like took up for him, and he just looked at me, and I could still see the love in his eyes, and he just was like, damn, yo, like, you still loyal, you know what I'm saying? Because he always, and that meant a lot to me, because even though I know I hurt him, because he loved me so much, and I went out,